Hey everybody, welcome back to Legend of Heroes. I guess there's still some epilogue nonsense to go through. Depending on how long it is, I might tack it onto the other video, I might not. Can't you just have a fucking ending? I mean, seriously, just have an ending. Everything got crazy. Okay, so they're just literally random people. Some kind of exclusive shop? Oh, oops. I thought there was supposed to be... These shops are here already. Okay, is there is there still more game to go? It's supposed to be a rest area behind the shops. Oh, okay. Okay, we finally made it to the rest area. You sure you don't want to look around more, or are you finally ready to take a break? Yeah, let's... No. No, 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 no. Walking all over the place can really take it out of you. Glad we can get off our feet for a minute then. For the moment at least. Grancel seems like it's genuinely at peace. You really think so? I'm just glad that we can leave it all to Dad and everyone else for at least today. Of course, I didn't really think it should be his responsibility to begin with since he showed up so late. Yeah, I suppose so. Maybe it's just part of his nature. Uh, oh well, it's not like we can do anything about it. But check us out. We're actually full bracers now. Which means we're not beholden to any specific branch and can go wherever we want. Anytime a branch is short-handed and requests help, we'll just take an airliner and go there. But our newfound freedom will also mean greater responsibilities. Sure, but I think we'll be able to handle it. I mean, hey, we actually played a major part in stopping a coup. And it means I never have to hear Dad go on about how it worries him when you're not around to keep an eye on me. Yeah, I think his days of saying that are at an end. You really showed him what you can do. Still, I think I'd like to stay with you from now on. Huh? Huh? Would I just get on your nerves? No, nothing like that. But what do you mean by stay with me? Just that we know each other so well and can practically read each other's minds. I think we'd make a good team, and I'd hate to break it up. Oh, you mean like for bracer business? And here I was thinking you were gonna tell me your big confession or something. What? Ah! Nothing! Forget I said anything! Estelle, what was that all? Boy, it sure is hot out today, huh? And there's nothing to beat hot weather like ice cream, huh? I'll even treat, so wait right here. Oh. I don't think there's an ice cream stand over that way. I wonder if she... Nah, there's no way. My, but I do envy you your youth sometimes. Hmm? Oh, it's Alba. Professor Alba. It's been a long time since we last met, hasn't it? So much has happened today, but things are finally settling down again. People truly thrive the most in peaceful times. Oh, something the matter? You look a bit pale. I would have thought you'd be generally in better spirits now that you've attained full bracer status. Speaking of which, I truly must congratulate you on your success. So long as, of course, I'm not being too forward in doing so. Ever since we first met, you always made me feel really uncomfortable. I'm a little more used to you by now. But I still get the shakes a little bit whenever you look at me. Oh? In all the cases we've dealt with, there have been people who just forget things. You're always there, investigating, no matter where we've gone. Your timing's almost a little too good. What really clued me in was Kurt's reaction. He lost his memories too. Said he wasn't feeling so well when he was in the stands. And you were right there with him. Professor Alba, was it you? Impressive. Even with your cognizance and recollection being puppeteered, you were still able to piece it all together. Indeed, it was I. Allow me to clear away your confusion. Huh? You're... So you finally remember me, do you? When your heart was in tatters, it was I who rebuilt it. I who restored it. It was I who poured a soul back into that empty vessel. You have the power to twist minds and memories of men? The 7 snake apostles. The Angus. You're one of them. Wiseman the Faceless. I've not heard that name pass your lips in ages. Enforcer number 13. The Black Fang, Joshua Stray. You were behind all of this, which means that Lieutenant Lawrence has to be. It is as you surmise. I was kind enough not to erase your memories of him. I'm not surprised you were able to make the connection so quickly. I'm sure he'd be pleased to know you were thinking of him. So, you're here to finish me off? No, nothing of the sort. The first phase of our plan went off without a hitch. Since I have a moment to spare, I simply thought I'd come to see you. First phase. The seal on the old ruins. The gate which blocks the path to the ring. Wrenching it open was but the first step of many. And already there exists no means of closing it again. I knew this wouldn't be the end of it. What the hell is the Shining Ring? And what is your little society after? If you really wish to know, why don't you rejoin? I'm certain you'd be able to return to active duty in no time. You needn't look so glum. We can get you back into fighting form. Please, spare me your withering looks. I do understand that you have a family now whom you regard as important. You greatly admire your father, and say nothing of the girl you so adore. Even with him on our side, throwing those gifts away would be the actions of an idiot. And so, I've come here to see you. I came to offer you true freedom from our association, as thanks for the integral role you so perfectly played. Which means that I must congratulate you, Joshua. You are already a free man. I am most grateful for the work you've done over the past 5 years. What? Oh, don't be so boring. I was expecting a bit more cheer out of you at hearing such news. Perhaps there's a flaw in the design of your emotions. I've been helping you? What kind of bullshit are you expecting me to swallow? Oh, pardon me. I completely forgot to tell you. I never intended you for you to be an assassin, but rather a spy. What? The society abandoned you. We played on the pities of a noble-hearted man, and it worked. You were given a loving home. And while you were there, our contacts would check in on you from time to time, and you'd tell them everything. You were perfectly interested in your reports, and we were particularly interested in your reports and the movements of the Bracer Guild, as well as your intel on one Cassius Bright. But of course, you wouldn't remember having done things such as that. You were not yourself at the time. Cassius Bright, S-ranked Bracer. He was the foremost impediment to the success of this plan. We felt certain you would be quick to act in order to stop any coup d'etat that should occur. But through a detailed analysis of his behavioral patterns, we finally designed a plan that would lead him out of the country and out of our way. The intel you've unknowingly been feeding us has been most useful indeed. No. And so, I must thank you again. The past 5 years have been of inestimable help. No! You're lying! You have to be lying! All that time I spent with Estelle. Why are you so sad? Has your feigned ignorance not earned you a beloved family, as well as a happy home? If you say nothing, they'll never know. However, it is the sort of thing that might weigh heavily on a fellow, since your fellow members of the Bright household are such good people. Perhaps a little too good for a monster such as yourself. However, you may model your behavior after a normal, decent person. You are no such thing. You must surely have noticed your ability to reason through and execute a solution to a problem, no matter the circumstances. Your physical strength and reflexes, better than an entire squadron of normal soldiers. You are my greatest creation, my human weapon. It is who and what you truly are, the Black Fang. You have no place in the lives of normal people. You'll never be happy in their presence again. You can't be. When it becomes too much for you, you're always welcome to return to the Grand Master's Society of Souls, back to Ouroboros. Is My punishment? My sister and Loa? What do I do? I don't know how to face him after all that, but I've kept him waiting for way too long. It's getting late, too. Such an idiot. I need to learn to think before I open my mouth. I wonder if Joshua's figured me out. Gotta cool down. I feel like I'm stuck in perma-blush mode. Huh, still, I thought I might find you around here somewhere. Oh, hi, Professor Alba. Fancy seeing you here. Indeed. I was actually just speaking with Joshua. Congratulations on your promotion to full bracer status. Thanks. Huh? Is something wrong? I don't know. Something just seems different about you. What's got you looking so cheerful? Okay, you've got me. To tell you the truth, I've made several major advances in my archaeological research. You might say that it's put me in a good mood. Hey, that's awesome. Oh, sorry. The ice cream's gonna melt, so I better get going. See you later. I see. Cassius Bright's daughter. I think she's going to be quite a lot of fun. Hey, sorry it took so long. It was super crowded there, but I have returned with our valuable loot. Cool, thanks. Now we can eat like kings. Yeah, so about earlier... Yeah, I want to apologize for that. I didn't mean to be so vague. It just wasn't an appropriate time for confessions, you know? Oh, sure. I don't really mind so much. Well, when I gave it some more thought, it seemed kind of silly to try and rush things. We may be full bracers now, but that just means we have different work to focus on. We might have to really consider our future prospects. Right. If we get married, we'll have to think about raising children. I gotta stop getting so far ahead of myself. Well, it's evening already, so why don't we eat our ice cream on the way back? Everyone's probably waiting for us. Hey, Joshua? What is it? Do you have something you want to discuss about the future? No, what would give you that idea? Come on, let's get back to the castle. What's wrong, Estelle? You've been completely on edge for a while now. Something on your mind? Yeah. Hey, Shara, do you think Joshua was acting weird at dinner? If anyone was acting weird, I'd say it was you. He was as calm as he ever is. Well, yeah, but... Aha. I see, I get it. Huh? Get what? You can't keep secrets from me. I had a feeling about it, but I was wondering if you'd ever admit it to yourself. You're kind of falling for Joshua, aren't you? You can tell. It's pretty obvious. Sorry, hon. But I'm guessing you haven't told him anything about this. No? Joshua's always picking on me, telling me what a dope I am. Not that I should be criticizing anyone, I guess. You're so naive. It's a wonder you've lasted this long. You need to learn to look a little deeper. Big sister's ready to begin your education in love, Estelle. I'm never asking you for advice again. I'm just kidding. Sorry, don't mean to tease. But you guys set out just when puberty was about to hit. It's only logical that you'd start picking up on feelings for each other. Oh, you think so? Traveling together just seems like pretty much such a petty reason for that kind of thing. I guess I've gotten a little more self-aware since we started all this. This isn't like me at all. You're a proverbial flower that refuses to blossom. Every girl feels that way. Shara. I don't want to lecture you or talk about this with you if you're not ready. But if you are, then let's say we have ourselves some girl talk, hmm? Would it help if I told your fortune? Hmm? Yeah, okay. I promise I'll listen to whatever you have to say. Okay. Alright, time for your lesson, my protege. Oh, Estelle, big sisters moved to tears. On second thought, never mind. But thank you. I do feel a little better. I'm going to go see Joshua for a little bit. Oh? You're going to tell him? Not about that. There really does seem to be something weird going on with him. I want to see what that's about first. Oh. Well, if you do know him, you do seem to know him better than anyone else. I'm sure that everything will turn out just fine between you two. Maybe you can even just have a nice, calm discussion with him and be open about what's on your mind. I don't think I'm quite that ready yet. Okay, I'll see you later. Young love. They'll probably be fine. Huh? They're not here. Oh yeah, Dad's still in some meeting, I think. But where's Joshua? Joshua? Huh, he's out playing somewhere then. Christ! How long is this epilogue? Is this the epilogue? Hey, Estelle. Nice night, isn't it? Yeah. There's that song again. The Whereabouts of Light. I've lost a lot. But this song, and this harmonica, have always been with me. I've been thinking about why I play it. Maybe it's a habit I should quit. I think I want to tell you what I was doing before I met you. Joshua. Okay. This may take a while. Do you mind? Not at all. I'll listen to whatever you have to say. Thank you. Once upon a time, there lived a little boy all by himself. He was the timid sort, relying on the kindness of others, without a single redeeming trait. But he had people he cared about with him, so he was happy. But one day, something happened that broke his heart. He forgot how to speak, to feel, even to eat. All he could do was play his harmonica. No matter how hard his caretaker tried, nothing helped his heart to mend, and he grew weaker by the day. One day, a wandering magician appeared before the boy. "I'll heal the boy's heart for you," he said. "Provided, of course, I am compensated." And so the boy was given over to the magician's care. As he attempted to piece the broken heart back together, the magician found that he could shape the boy's existence into anything he wished. And so the boy's new heart became that of a murderer. For 2 years, the boy killed every single day. Under cover of night, he murdered dozens of soldiers. He slit the throat of a national cabinet minister who was under heavily armed guard. Sometimes he'd use explosives, which maimed and killed innocent bystanders. At some point, he became regarded as something more than a mere killer. He was known as the Black Fang, and the name struck fear into the hearts of men. One day, the magician gave the boy an assassination order. His target was a hero, a man who had protected his queen and nation from the threat of an invading northern country. He was a bracer who had a special rank shared by 3 others in the entire land, but the target was too strong. He defeated the boy with all the ease of a tiger swatting at a playful cub. At that moment, some of the magician's servants showed up. Since the boy's face had been seen, he was now a loose end to be tied up. But someone came to his aid and drove the attackers away. It was, of course, the man he had come to kill, and so the boy was taken to the man's house where he met a young girl. He lived there for 5 years, always feeling like he was lost in some wonderful dream. In the real world, he would never have been allowed to have such dreams. But all dreams must end at some point. The time was drawing near when reality could no longer be avoided. And that's the end of my story. Thank you for being patient with me and listening.
Was all that real?
Every syllable. My heart is broken. My hands will always be stained with blood. I failed in the assassination of your father. I've been betraying you for a long time. The boy can't be saved from his real purpose. His presence alone seems to bring disaster and misery. He's just tainted. But the boy set out on a journey, in hopes that he may keep his misfortunes from the ones he holds dear. He will find and stop the foul magician who created the life he has led.
What?
That's the last remnant of my human heart. I won't be needing it anymore. But I want you to take it. It's hardly an adequate way to say thank you for the last 5 years. Yet I can't think of anything better.
Stop it.
What?
I said stop it! Stop talking about it like it's a dream. You make it sound like nothing's happened is even real to you. What difference does the past make? Your heart is broken. What does that even mean?
Estelle.
Look at me. Look into my eyes. They've always seen that boy. In good times and bad. No matter how much the boy was hurting, I always saw how hard he'd keep holding on. Joshua, I love you. You can't just leave me on my own. My feelings won't just go away when you do. I won't let you.
Estelle.
Huh? Oh. Joshua? What was that? It's so bitter.
It's just a fast-acting sedative. Don't worry, there are no side effects.
Oh. Why? Why did you...
My Estelle, you shine like the sun. My time with you is the happiest and most painful I've ever known. Just as the brightest light casts the darkest shadow. If you stayed with me, you'd find out just how disgusting my true nature is. Sometimes I think it would have been better if we never met.
No.
But this time is different. I'm grateful that you came to see me. I hate that I have to run from a girl who's so important to me, but it's all I can do. But I want you to know that I'll always be thinking of you.
Joshua. Joshua.
Thank you for everything. You had me from the first moment I met you. I've always loved you. Goodbye, Estelle. Okay, game. You're forgiven for that last little interactive epilogue bit. That was actually pretty good. So yeah, photo album. I guess I was I was wondering about what Joshua was supposed to be and all. Guess I was wondering if he was like supposed to be either an experiment or something. Sure. He kind of was. He was an assassin for some organization bullshit. So that does kind of... explain a little bit about why he's more powerful than the stuff. Well, actually just effective in general. But... And I was sent the second chapter as well, so I actually do have the second game. Which I've heard is even fucking longer than this one. So... And then from what I've been told, there's a third one that's even longer than the second one, supposedly. And I guess even though the translated versions of this and the second chapter haven't quite sold that exceedingly well, I guess they're still going ahead and translating the third game from what I've been told. So that's... if that turns out to be true, that's pretty awesome. But anyway, okay, this is all nice and wrapped up. I wanted to get this wrapped up before Resident Evil 7, but stuff happens. Just illness and whatnot, and I wasn't able to record for a few days, and I fell behind. But okay, got all caught up with this. I'm going to take a break from any dialogue reading, heavy dialogue reading RPGs. Besides, I got Tales of Berseria to start off on. So I'll catch you guys next time. Adios.